What's up, Taurus? Welcome to my channel, The Intuitive Teacup. I'm so happy to have you all here with me today. We are going to do your November love tarot spreads. Though really, I mean, the rough timeline for this is going to be mid-November into mid-December. Mid-November to mid-December. Oh my goodness, it's coming up on December. Happy Scorpio season, happy Sagittarius season. I hope this video finds you well. As always, general messages, guys. That's what I'm spinning out for you here today. That means not everything I say will probably resonate with you. I hope lots and lots of it does. Pieces and parts of it very likely will. Only take what resonates, never force anything to fit your circumstance or scenario. Pretty please. That's important. That being said, come into this with an open heart and an open mind. If something doesn't resonate now, it might resonate in a few days from now, in a few weeks, even in a few months. So be open to accepting those messages later down the line. Everything else you want to know will be in that description box below. That includes the decks I am using here today, as well as my social media channels. I'm the Intuitive Teacup on Facebook and Instagram. Check that out if you're interested. Feel free to check your Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus signs if you want additional messages. Cross watchers are welcome. Yes, I have a little tube in my arm. I'm good. I'm healthy. I'm happy to be here. I'm happy to have you guys. Let's do it for Taurus and love. Last thing I'll say, if you don't have a person currently, this could represent someone coming in or someone from your past, okay? Your energy, Taurus. Oof, all right, presenting as 10 of Wands. Sorry, guys, my camera literally froze a minute into this. 10 of Wands is what you're presenting as. The silver lining to this is that it's the end of a cycle. It's the completion of a cycle, but it's what it looks like. It's a weight on your back. It's a heavy load that you're about to put down because you realize that you don't need to carry it anymore. With Wands, it's fire signs, Aries, Leo, Sagittarius, but it's about the effort. It's about the energy. It's about almost like the muscle power that you've had to like struggle and keep at it for, 10 years, 10 months, whatever. It doesn't have to be a 10, but whatever that represents to you, it's a heavy burden. It's a heavy load that it's like, finally you get to put it down. I just heard the song by the band, You Put the Load Right on Me, take a load off. Is it Fanny or Annie? I don't know. Yeah, it's called The Weight. There might be some message in that song for you guys. And because it's a love reading, maybe you're going to meet someone who, even metaphorically, because I'm assuming this isn't like physical weight, assuming you guys aren't carrying around literal baggage, but it could be mental baggage, emotional baggage, right? You might meet somebody who relieves you of some kind of physical worry or again, mental strain, something that weighs on your heart very heavily. This is actually where I think this might be headed. You might be meeting someone, potentially a Sagittarius. You have double Sag energy with these two cards here. That was bottom of your deck. We'll get to that. Somebody who lifts you up, who helps to carry the load, who takes a little bit of responsibility off your shoulders, who steps in to aid you and help you. And there's a not only like a physical connection or a physical attraction in terms of sexuality, but there's like a physical release. That sounds very sexual. But there's like a physical release when you're with them of being able to finally let your hair down, of finally being able to relax. And, maybe you're a single parent and you have 3 kids and you meet this person, they're like, hey, do you want me to pick the kids up? It could be something like that where you're just like, you're a godsend. Like, where have you been all my life, right? Really, really interesting energy. And what I love about it too, it's like the sun is rising, right? It's the dawning of a new day, so it's very optimistic. 10 of Wands is a tricky card, right? But it's very optimistic in that it's coming through to let you know, like, it's okay to tap out. You don't got to do this anymore. Like that part of your life, that chapter of your story, that cycle, it's over. Like, we can enjoy it now. Yeah, boom. The Fool. I love it. So 10 being the completion of a cycle, and then the Fool starting it over. So the underlying energy is wanting to start anew, wanting to, take a huge leap of faith, try something different, go off in a new direction. It's a card of great innovative thinkers, right? Card of Aquarius as well as Aries, the start, the head, being headstrong, being driven in a new direction, and with Aries fire energy as well. So you may have very strong fire in your chart, right? If there isn't a Sagittarius that's coming in, this could be like a Saggy moon or even like a Saggy Mars. I could see that. Yeah, it's something that's motivating you to go off on a new adventure. Very much Sagittarian energy here with that as well. So I put this here, so I'm actually going to keep it because I think it's supposed to be there. So whatever Sagittarius means to you, that could be a new person, or again, that might be strong in your chart. Or just kind of using the philosophical mindset, right, of the Sagittarians. So let's take a peek at actually, let's throw one clarifier on it. I've been doing that for everybody, so I don't want to shortchange you guys. We'll throw one oracle card on this for my Taurus gang out there. What's up, Sean, if you're watching? Thank you for supporting me and my channel. What else do we need to know? Tauruses. Tauruses in love. Their energy. Wisdom and impatience. Okay, well, wisdom, absolutely, because whatever this is that you've been carrying around a long time, you've definitely learned some difficult lessons, right? There's been a lot of struggle and obstacles in your way to essentially learn how to put it down, or learn how to relieve yourself of these burdens, learn how to, you know, cut toxic people out of your life, not have to carry their shit and take on their responsibilities. Wisdom, you've gained a great deal of wisdom that is also influencing, or what is the word? I just lost it. It was on the tip of my tongue. But it's basically influencing or inspiring, empowering this new start, this fresh new beginning. And then you have impatience. I don't know why. I mean, I guess because it's a love reading, but I'm getting that you've been a little bit impatient in love. You may have leaped before you looked in the past, jumping into relationships haphazardly because maybe you were trying to fix something internally, but trying to fix it with a new person, with a new romantic suitor, with a new mate, with a new partner, with sex, right? Using sex as like healing therapy. And I'm getting that got you into trouble in the past, and it actually made your burdens worse. I don't know if you were carrying around guilt or resentment or a feeling of just like mistakes that have been made. Maybe that's what you've been carrying around, is like a lacking self-confidence, or more than that though, it's carrying around shame. That's sort of what I'm getting here. I think you're letting that go. Yeah, something about new adventures with the lessons you've gained. There's a time for everything, and it does seem like the time for you to start something new, or again, start a new chapter. Maybe some of you are literally writing something. Start a new chapter. Like the time is coming, the dawning of a new day. There's a brand new beginning here. The sun, right? The sun is rising. Leo might be important for some of you. Impatience maybe on some sort of creative project or creative endeavor. That's not going to be for everybody, but yeah, you've done some soul searching recently, or maybe that's what you're about to do. And maybe you're almost going into like hermit mode and disconnecting from people for a bit to go off and do some internal work, some soul searching, and not try and rush the process of a relationship. Again, kind of different messages, so take only what resonates. But there's a couple things coming through here. So let's look at your person. Their energy is presenting as Page of Swords. All right, so the seeker of knowledge, the seeking of truth. Sometimes it's a card of a student, right? With sword energy, it's Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. Ruling the mind, the thoughts, the intellect, communication as well, right? Sometimes it's the spy card, whether that's on social media or the internet, or just trying to really understand what's going on in the situation. You know, the way you perceive something, the way... I want to say like the way you figure it in your mind, wrapping your mind around some situation, trying to understand the basics, the essentials. All right. It's so funny. This has come up a lot. I was checking to see if my deck was reversed. It's not. So this was meant to come out reversed, so we'll take it as is. This King of Pentacles has come up quite a bit in this reading. It is your card, Taurus. I think it came in the upright for Cancer, but everybody else I've done, which I think was Scorpio and Pisces, it's come out in the reverse. Interesting. I see this as somebody who's cut you out of their life, but they still spy on you. Because it is your card, whether you're male or female, right? The King of Pentacles, the King of money, career, finances, King of family, of stability, well-rooted. It's a king. But it's almost like this is the person who rejected it. This is what's coming up as your person's energy. And yet they're still spying. There's an immaturity here. So, I mean, feel free to swap the roles if you resonate more with this. But yeah, potentially if you broke it off with an air sign or vice versa, I think they may have broken it off with you. They still can't totally release you. And if we're not, it's not going to be an X for everybody. It could be a new person, but it wouldn't be someone brand new. It would be someone like in your social circle or in your surroundings, because it's a page. It's not an ace. It could be someone who's younger than you or just tremendously immature. But yeah, so if it's someone brand new that's, again, potentially an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, maybe it's in the reverse because you haven't quite come into the picture yet, but they're trying to like gather some information or some data or statistics on you, right? Like they might be interested in you, but I don't know why, because of the King of Pentacles, it's almost coming through like a business transaction. There's something very like sterile here. Oh goodness, I hope it's not like prostitution. I don't think it's that for most everyone, but yeah, something about this is a little bit unusual. The way this person views relationships, they keep people at a distance. They're not tremendously, at least in the beginning, initially, they're not tremendously warm and accepting. Yeah, they keep you at an arm's length, or they keep you at like a distance because they're trying to understand. They don't want to like, they don't want to leap before they look. You know, they want to look, they want to analyze and make sure that they're very certain on potentially the stability of this person. So I would love to know if this is the pastor or someone new. But again, because it's a general messages, it might be going both ways for different people out there. So what else do we need to know about Taurus's person here? This Page of Swords. What's their intention? Is this Page of Swords good, bad? I mean, no one's ultimately just good or bad, right? We're all complicated, complex human beings, but what do we need to know about this Page of Swords? This person might literally be in school. They might literally be a student. Lust, okay. It did come up in the reverse, but these are oracle cards, so I really don't read into it that much. I will say, because it came out in reverse next to this King in reverse, this person is not looking for a hit it and quit it type thing. They would reject a king who was like fly by night, again, like a lusty relationship. I don't necessarily think that's what this person is looking for. Yeah, because it came in the reverse. I think they want something more solid, and hence why they're taking their time to really understand. I do want to say you, Taurus, right? You know, gender you can toss out the window, but I do think this represents you, either a delay in them coming in and making some sort of offer, or communication. It may not be an offer, but a communication of some kind. Or again, an ex that rejected you but is still spying on you. And maybe they're jealous that they see you on social media with, you know, with other people that look kind of like them, and they're like, you know, who dat? That kind of thing. Yeah, this person doesn't seem like they want a lustful energy, but maybe you did. This is a little all over the place. Let's see what else we can get. So what's the energy coming up between you guys? The Ace of Wands. All right, well, there's that lusty passion. Not always, but... So it's an ace. It's a new beginning. It's the penis card. Like, let's be honest, it's the boner card. Fire, sexual passion, energy. It can be career. It can be creative skills and talents. But I don't know, with what's coming up here... let's see. Underlying energy is the World. Okay. So closing out a major cycle, restoring peace and balance and harmony. A need to be very vulnerable and honest with each other, as well as with yourselves, both of you individually. I think you're closing out a cycle with this person, and you're going off to start anew. I do want to say with someone else. And I will say this. Frequently the World card, she's shown naked, right? She's nude with like a little ribbon wrapped around her. Because I don't typically read this as a card of like sexuality, but I do hear a little bit, because it seems like you're getting out of a relationship with someone who was very cold and sterile and didn't embrace you and love you the way you desired, Taurus. And I mean, let's face it, like, you know, you are Taurus, you're earth energy, you are about the body, the sexual attraction, the physical attraction. I do think that maybe that's what you're looking for in order to like bridge the gap between this person that you're no longer with and maybe somebody that you want potentially long term, but maybe that's not what you're looking for. Maybe you're looking for someone that you have really great sexual compatibility with, and that's going to be the foundation from which you try and build your next relationship. I don't know if I'd necessarily recommend that, but I mean, different strokes for different folks, right? I'm not here to tell you what you should or shouldn't want. But that's sort of what's coming up between you, is closing out a cycle. Maybe it's with this person and starting anew. And again, for most of you, I don't think it's with this person. because I am getting, they rejected you, they cut you off, or vice versa, but it had to do with something about sexual compatibility and potentially your person wanting or not wanting to participate in that. Or again, this is just them like spying on you and seeing that you have other options, and maybe there's some jealousy there, right? Let's throw one of these on it. We'll throw a romance angel on it. Again, I see this going two different ways. For some of you, only because they're coming up as a page, I'm wondering if some of you are wanting to give it another try with this person. Okay, well, there we go. Reconciliation and children. All right. All right, so there is a page coming up. A page can sometimes be children as well, or again, immaturity. You want some, what I'm getting from this, again, for those that resonate, you want something very easy, something very lighthearted, and I don't think, at least now, you're looking to settle down immediately. You're not looking, okay, maybe you're not looking to establish roots and like consistency just at the moment. I think there is a little bit of player energy here, and there's nothing wrong with that. But yes, one or both of you is potentially looking to reconcile. And I do think your person is jealous if you are playing the field a little bit. I think that they do see that. But I'm questioning what was causing these burdens for you. Was it this person? And if that's the case, I'm hesitant to be like, you want to go back to them because this is how they made you feel. And I mean, maybe that's the case, right? Again, we're complex human beings. So, I mean, sometimes it's hard to understand what we even truly want. But I mean, you're watching a tarot video, so I'm trying to give you a little bit of clarity here. Maybe, do you have children with this person? Possible. I don't think that's going to be true for most of you, but for some of you, sure. Some of you may think that having children is what's going to save this relationship, or I'm really not getting marriage, but I would be very careful with that message. Rarely is that the case, that having children is going to fix your issues, right? That's kind of, yeah, I'm just going to leave it at that. I would really hesitate on that idea, but what's between you is closing out a cycle and starting anew with passion and energy and forward movement. But ultimately, it seems like what some of you are looking to move towards is a reconciliation. Now, interesting, it did fall as a reconciliation with your children. So I'm wondering, are some of you moving back into a situation where, I don't know, maybe you're moving home and living with your kid, or like, if your kid is an adult, maybe you're moving out of this place, and, everybody has a different story, but there may be something there of reconciliation with a child. And I don't know if it necessarily has to do with this person. It could also be getting in touch with, like, this is cheesy, but like your inner child of what you really wanted before this person came into the mix and kind of made you feel like this. What is it that, yeah, like truly lights your spark and like, what makes your heart sing? That's sort of what this is to me. What gets you excited and motivated again? It's like you're getting a second chance. You're getting to put down all these burdens and start anew, right? We know that. Closing out a cycle, starting anew. Double confirmation here. With whom do you want to do that with? Are you looking to reconcile with someone from your past? Maybe it's not even this person, even if this is an ex, right? Maybe you're looking to reconcile with somebody new, somebody from your childhood, right? Somebody you grew up with, somebody from college that you always had like that weird little crush thing with, but you never moved towards them. Maybe that's what this is, right? There's a lot of messages here, so I'm sorry to complicate it, Taurus, but let's see what your advice or guidance is. 7 of Cups, options. All right, well, that makes a lot of sense because there's a lot of people factoring into this. Yeah, there's like at least 3 different scenarios here of who these people could be. So again, going to be a little bit different for everyone. But yeah, your overall guidance is decision making and also being careful of illusions. Wearing the rose tinted glasses. sort of glossing over the reality of the situation and getting lost in your emotions of, again, especially if you are looking to reconcile with someone who in the past was, you know, a tricky energy, somebody who kind of made you feel a little bit exhausted or overwhelmed or underappreciated. I just don't love that the King of Pentacles is showing up in reverse, especially because that's your card. Someone here wasn't committed. Someone could have been married. Someone may have had children, like on the side, right, in a different marriage. There's, again, a lot that going on here. You could have found that out. Maybe you're the one who was the spy, who was looking for extra information. This is like taking stock of your emotions and what emotions are tied to what different people in your life. The underlying energy is the Three of Wands in reverse. Okay. So in the upright, the Three of Wands is waiting for your ships to come in. It's the idea that you've chosen a path and, you know, now you're looking to see some sort of reward on the actions you've taken or some sort of confirmation that you've taken the right path. I don't know if that confirmation is coming to you. At least in the way that you were hoping or thinking that it would. This is also saying to me, no more waiting. No more waiting. The time is now. It's time to take action. It's time to leap and get yourself out of this situation. I think you're getting overwhelmed or lost again, all up in your feels, right? You're getting lost in the emotional connection to the past. But this is, the Fool doesn't look in the past, right? He marches like very excitedly, that's not even a word, but I think you know what I mean, into the future, right? There's no mental baggage, there's no emotional baggage, right? He's confident that no matter what comes in his path, he will land on his feet, he will find a way to make it work, right? He has a tremendous amount of confidence and faith in himself. Here, I'm sensing that's you're still struggling with that. So universe is encouraging you. Like the cycle is done. It is time to start anew. That's the confirmation you're getting from this, and I don't think it's the confirmation you were expecting. Or again, the idea of waiting for your ships. It's like your ship has sailed, and it's almost like you've missed it once. So the next time it comes around, you need to hop on that ship and go on that journey. And I will say again, it's a new journey, whatever that means to you. Some of you might literally be traveling, right? Even for the holidays. Again, the idea of children or parents or family, there might be some sort of significant conversation or moment that happens when you're with your siblings, right? Children, something like that. It could also be, as I was saying, somebody from your childhood might end up being a romantic partner in the future. I don't see it happening immediately. But okay, you know, this is almost like a rom-com movie, but there could be, like, say you go home for Thanksgiving or Christmas or whatever, and, you know, you see your childhood best friend growing up. Maybe there's a little sexual chemistry there. You know, maybe you make out in the bushes when no one's looking. Like, yeah, it's possible. Especially, I mean, because this card did come up. There is, like, a little bit of, like, naughtiness or, like, very, like, animalistic wanting to, like, you know, get it. You know what I mean? Get it, girl. That kind of energy. Get it, girl or guy. But this is saying use good judgment. There's something about not getting carried away in your emotions and being lost in the illusion of it. Something about having your feet firmly planted in the ground, having your staff firmly planted in the ground. There's something about, there's a desire to have that player energy and play the field. And maybe it's just going to take an incident or two of you doing that to maybe realize that I don't know if that's actually what you want. Like, I'm just getting from this, it seems better than it is. The idea of, you know, spending a night in a different bed every night of the week or something like that, because you're looking for maybe like some sort of like healing from multiple cups, multiple people, multiple suitors, because you've been burned so much, because you've been carrying those burdens around. I don't know if you're going to find long-term fulfillment in that, in lust, right? In not being monogamous. And I'm not here to judge, right? It's your life, Taurus. You got to do what you want to do. But again, just as the cards are presenting, don't get lost in the illusion of what it could be. like something about the reality of what it is. Sorry, I want to be careful how I phrase this. You've done a tremendous amount of work on yourself. I'm almost getting like, don't flush it down the toilet, because it's easy to sleep around. It's easy to feel good in the moment from getting that, like, you know, sexual connection with somebody. But in the long term, if that's not what you're looking for, stay grounded. I just keep getting that here. I want to throw one more of these on it. This reading was a little bit complicated, Taurus, so let me know in the comments below what resonates for you. Any more advice or guidance? I could also see the idea of not waiting. You may have one person in particular who stands out among the rest, but you're not certain you're ready to make a commitment to them yet. Again, this is saying, like, the time to act is now. Like, I hate to say take the plunge, take the leap of faith, because if this person means a lot to you and you are looking to reconcile with them, you might lose your chance if you don't act soon. You do have a good amount of fire here, and fire is about action, energy, extending movement forward, motivation. Despondence. Workaholic. I'll show you these cards, but I'm really not getting much from them. You have despondence and workaholic. I'm going to pull one more. Something about the mother is coming up with this. The womb. Closing out of the world. She has the world in her belly. There may be some sort of reconciliation between mother and child, too. And obviously not in the sexual or romantic sense. But for some of you, that might be coming up here. Especially, I don't know, this is a very singular message for like one or two people. But if you had a mother that was a workaholic, somebody who like treated you as if you were a burden growing up, if you were the child and yeah, you felt like it was a struggle or a strained relationship with your mother because you didn't get the attention you deserve, that might be manifesting in a way where you're seeking like a mommy or daddy complex of you're looking for someone to nurture and take care of you, but you're looking for it in terms of like sexual conquest. I hope that makes sense. It's a little bit like Oedipal or Oedipus, however you want to say that. That's a very specific message. So again, that's not going to be for everybody. This also came up, balance. Again, among groups of people, some of you have a strained family dynamic and it's bleeding over into your love life. That kind of came out twice in this final guidance. So more reason to go after and find balance and harmony and reconciliation, peace, right? Even if it's not sparking a new relationship, make peace with the person whose cup you value the most, whose ever love at the end of the day, when you go home at night and you picture being with the one or the person. I feel like, I almost called you Pisces. You might be dealing with a Pisces. Taurus, you have options. So again, whatever you find fulfillment in, that's cool. But for a lot of you, this is guiding you towards the one who is like the sun in your sky versus, you know, all the little stars on the fringes, on the edges. It's guiding you to no longer wait, to take action towards the one. I'm reading for love. This could be a career. Absolutely. This could be reconciliation with a parent, right? Whatever that one cup, that one source of love that is very much on your mind, right? In multiple ways, maybe in a sexual capacity, maybe in a child-parent relationship, whatever it is, it's encouraging you to move forward with like honest emotional love. I hope that makes sense. This is all over the place. All over the place. All right. Any zodiac signs that want to present in this reading? You have Aquarius, you have Aries, you have Capricorn, you have Taurus, you have, we'll see. You have Capricorn again, you have Libra, and bottom of your deck is Gemini. All right, so that might be strong in your chart. That could be one of the people or multiple people that you're dealing with. Let me know in the comments down below. Please do like, share, subscribe, and I will see you guys very soon for more tarot readings. Bye.